Universal Orlando continues to expand their offerings as DreamWorks come to Universal Studios Florida. We're going to take a look at the food and beverage offerings for the Summer Food Festival and a lot more. This is episode 456 of the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm back.
Yay!
Yeah. It's been a few weeks, but
I've missed you.
Thank you. I don't think anybody else did.
Lisa from Iron and Gwazi on Instagram, I know she did.
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
I missed you too, Tracy. Don't worry.
Thank you, Chris.
I can't
Chris.
say that I missed her because I see her every day anyway.
What can I say? Been working hard, but I'm back. So, good to be back. So, yes, it is me. With me, I have Lee.
Hello, everyone.
And Michelle.
Hello, hello.
And I have Chris.
Hey.
How is everybody?
Good.
Fantastic.
I'm actually feeling quite proud at the moment. I think I put it in our group chat. We'll let all our listeners know that we found ourselves on the screenrant.com's. We were number 5 on this was so bizarre. Their top 10 podcasts to listen to if you're a Harry Potter fan.
Oh, that's awesome.
I thought it was quite strange that we were the only theme park podcast on there, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah?
It is.
Little claim to fame.
So what do we get?
Bragging rights.
Do we get? Okay.
Yeah, nothing. We don't get anything for it.
Damn.
No supercars or anything like that. But
No. Some recognition.
No plaques.
People will find us from reading that. More Harry Potter fans.
Yes. Yes, they will. Okay, I think we should just crack on with the show, really. Michelle, do you want to lead us in?
Sure enough. So this spring, Universal Orlando Resort will debut an all-new interactive character experience called the DreamWorks Destination, where guests can meet, greet, and dance along with their favorite DreamWorks characters. We have a video up on our YouTube as Kenneth got to experience the technical rehearsal this weekend. This new experience will be located in the Kids Zone area of Universal Studios Florida and will allow guests to interact with characters from DreamWorks Animation's hit film franchises, The Trolls, Madagascar, Kung Fu Panda, and more. Universal have said guests can connect with their favorite DreamWorks characters, grab some fun photos, and even join them for an epic dance party. Music from various DreamWorks movies will fill the air as guests enter a bright, colorful party atmosphere, all set against a nighttime sky inspired by the animation studio's iconic opening sequence from its films.
Has anybody seen this? Tracy, I know you have because we've watched it. Have you two seen this so far or not?
Yes.
I have not watched the video, but I've seen, photos and things from it.
Chris, as the token person that doesn't have kids, interested
That
or
I
not?
know of. Okay. Go ahead.
Interested or not?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's probably not going to be a thing I check out every time.
No.
But yeah, I'd go.
It actually looks pretty decent, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, I'd go to it more than I would to Barney.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
in prep for next week's show, we've watched Barney today. I won't spoil anything. And then watch this,
God.
and the energy-wise, it's a night and day. This is so much more. There was some kids absolutely loving it in Kenneth's video. There was a little kid in the back who was having at the time of his life.
Aw.
It's not as snort-worthy as Barney.
No, we will
Sadly.
get to that.
Well, and these characters are fun.
They are.
Like the Madagascar characters, especially, they're a lot of fun to interact with. So I think it would be fun. I could totally see Alexa and probably Lee based on my experience with Mardi Gras. I could totally picture you two breaking it down in there with Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, sure.
I think the biggest thing I've seen is people, when Universal announced it, the amount of people on Twitter and Facebook were like, can we meet Toothless in here? And they're like, no. And everyone's like, not interested now then.
Aw.
Because
They
it is...
got to put him in there.
They have to do something. Like, everyone knows at this point, How to Train Your Dragon is DreamWorks' biggest thing, and it's not represented anywhere in a Universal park. So why? I know it's difficult. It's not as easy as dressing someone up in, Kung Fu Panda outfit or a King Julian or whatever. But they've got to do something. I hear Crystal Presto is open for hiring for his Toothless.
You should.
You should. It'd
That
be
is-
fun.
Yeah,
My little buddy.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
it's awesome.
In air conditioning this time because poor dude was sweating
Yeah.
up a storm
He
last
was
time.
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all of you Toothless fans, just come to our next weekender and you'll actually get to meet him.
The area it's in the old Barney stage, and they haven't done an awful lot to it. And
No,
Kenneth was like,
Slapped a few stickers up.
ignore the curtain. I think there might be something behind there. But
What, like a man? Like in Wizard of Oz?
yeah, maybe. But it looks decent. Like I say, it's not really aimed at us, but
No,
it definitely looks
it's-
better than what was there previously,
It's
to be fair.
It's a
Oh,
cool
yeah.
place to take your overheating kids. Well, then they get excited and dance around and overheat a bit more, but it's air conditioned and it's somewhere out the sun. And it looks like there's fair capacity as well.
Yeah.
So based off of how it's like set up right now, do you think it's just a temporary type thing? Could be, longer than just a few months or something like that. But do you see it there being around for a long time or just kind of putting something in the meantime?
Yeah, I think it's just a temporary thing when you look at, like I say, they haven't done an awful lot to the space that it's in. But I think it's definitely something, if you look at how meet and greets have been done over the last year because of COVID, this is definitely that next evolution of that. They've realised that sort of at a distance photo meet and greet thing, rotating the characters, is a really good way of getting people to meet a lot of characters in a relatively short space of time.
Yeah.
And it gets the characters out of the sun.
Yes, that is a great point. Yeah, and uses that space up. I think it's the interesting thing is going to be what happens to Kid Zone. Like if this is testing out DreamWorks in that area and then eventually put DreamWorks in that hub, because there's nothing there at the moment. Because as far as I'm aware, all the
honestly,
other stuff's not open, is it?
Yeah, these guys don't really need to test out DreamWorks. I
True.
mean, the kids don't know anything going on back there.
No,
No.
they need to do something with it because it's a huge area of the park that at the moment's got nothing going on at all.
That is very true.
Although, I mean, do you guys go back there ever? Because
No.
when you have little kids with you, there's stuff going on. So it's definitely not like as busy as the Harry Potter areas or, surrounding a big coaster, of course, because the majority of the people there are older. But for those families that do have children, it's actually pretty hopping back there. I mean, the Woody Woodpecker coaster is quite often a very long wait.
I don't know why, because
Yeah, I'm
it's
just
terrible.
there for ET every time. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, ET is about as far as I usually make it, but Krista does like the Woody Woodpecker coaster, but quite often we don't ride it because the wait's too long. And I do like me some ball pits back there, where you can go back and shoot the kids with the balls. That's a lot of fun.
So
Could
we're
definitely
here.
be taken out of context.
Oh, and it has been many, many times. Episode 23, anybody?
Just a little bit.
It's fun. I hope that never goes away.
I think it will.
Oh, God.
They should
Yeah.
just change
Awesome.
Men in Black to shooting actual balls at the targets rather than lasers. That'd be fun.
So they
Nah.
can
but
shoot the
there's
other
just-
card too.
Yeah, that
There's
would be
just-
awesome.
There's just something about being able to whack a kid, like even whether it's your own or some stranger's kid with these foam balls from high speed. I don't know. Oh, does that make me evil? It's fun.
No,
No, not at all.
no, not at all.
And honestly, there's more adults up there shooting those guys
I can
than there are
imagine.
children.
The only difference between Michelle, Chris, and Tracy at this, the difference between Michelle and Tracy, Chris, and myself at this point is Michelle's open to say it. We're not going to.
Yeah, I'll say it any day. I shoot my own kid too. It's okay.
Wow. Now, as Seth told us 2 weeks ago, he's absent this week, but we've come up with our own list of little things. It will not be anywhere near as good,
No.
but we're going to give it a bash. So here goes, Lee.
How could we lose little things? It is a staple of the show. So I was like, we can still do this. So, of course, one that I had to give myself, and it's funnily enough that I put this in the show notes 2 or 3 days ago because we've known about it for a couple of months. But Universal actually officially announced it today.
Not tomorrow?
No, today.
Oh my God.
And that is that
You mean yesterday?
that hot butterbeer is now available inside the Wizarding World of Harry Potter all year round. Oh, yes.
Woohoo.
Although it's really hard to drink that in summertime. It is.
It's just,
Trust me, it's not.
it's just really hard to drink.
No, it's so good to drink.
No.
I agree.
No.
I could see it happening at nighttime, but anybody drinking that during the daytime,
Be careful what you say
Man.
next.
You are a special person.
He's a very special person.
I guess you could grab it and like walk around the gift shops in the air conditioning while you drink it.
Oh, people drink coffee all around the theme parks all day. Why is that any different?
True.
But they're usually iced or frozen.
No, people drink hot coffee.
I'm not complaining. I love hot butterbeer, but I do have a hard time drinking it in summer.
You're all vile.
For me, we rarely come at a time of year when it's available, when it was seasonal. So for this makes me happy.
Well, good, Lee. We want you to be happy.
Aw.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
That's our
Yes.
goal in this podcast.
It is. So, the second to last closed on-site hotel at Universal Orlando, the Endless Summer Resort Surfside Inn and Suites, finally reopens its doors to guests on May 26th.
Whoop, whoop.
So, in 2 days, or 1 day, I guess, after you put this out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
So we've only got, what,
Yeah.
Aventura's the last one to open at this point?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Good.
That's
Things
good.
are definitely getting back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just to piggyback on that, Strongwater will be open
Good.
with Sapphire.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. This month's UOAP button will be available starting June 1st, 2021, while supplies last. And it is the red button. And you heard Agent J. Don't even think of pushing it.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
I need this
That's
one.
pretty
It is.
awesome.
Anybody who has access to more than one of these, please send me one. I'll be your best friend forever.
What would you do for it, Lee?
Anything. I will literally say anything.
Oh. Oh.
Good
That's
to
some
know.
pretty big leverage there, guys.
Anything.
Wow.
I wish I were going in June. I would totally take him up on that.
I fear to ask what Michelle would make me do.
Oh, I would just keep that bad boy in my pocket for a rainy day.
I know someone who is going up in June, so we'll see what happens.
I have no. It's not. I have nothing. I have too much. I'm just staying quiet. Right. Yes. Swiftly moving on. There are a few new exclusive menu items available for pass holders. Now, at Cafe 4 through June 30th, there's a vegan eggplant parmesan, or parmesan, however you pronounce that one. Where are you from? Breaded eggplant and sauteed vegetables served over pasta with marinara and topped with a melted vegan cheese, which sounds lovely.
It sounds disgusting if you ask
Well,
me.
you go drink your butterbeer that's
I will.
hot
Yes,
and rancid,
thank you.
and I will eat this.
Me and Michelle will. You can keep
Good.
your vegan crap.
Gladly.
At Chez Alcatraz, through June 30th, the Backwoods Mule will be available, and it's Jägermeister, ginger beer, lime juice. So
I don't know what
Drink up.
Jägermeister is. I've never had it, but I like the idea of ginger beer and lime juice.
Well, I drink ginger beer and lamb in the summer. I
it's
don't
like
like
an herbal kind of liquor.
Ask your mother. She drinks loads
Yeah,
of
but
it.
Jaeger bombs are a little bit different.
I don't like Jägermeister.
Yeah, it's not a Jaeger bomb. Have you had a Moscow Mule?
No, I've never had a mule.
Oh, it's just basically anything with ginger beer and lime juice is a insert the word for that liquor and mule.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
Oh,
you do it
okay.
with vodka. You can do it. Vodka's like the Moscow Mule.
right.
And then they have like all the
That makes
variations
sense.
of it. So
Yeah.
this is Jägermeister, which
Okay.
is odd, but hey, if it floats your boat.
Interesting.
Yes.
And then over at Voodoo Donut, there are some seasonal offerings, of course. Available now through August 9th is the Churro Stand Donut, which is a yeast donut tossed in cinnamon sugar and filled with dulce de leche.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
I'm glad you caught yourself there, Michelle, because I think a yeast-filled donut would be rank.
Yeah, that'd be pretty gross.
You can get a cream for that.
So I love the fact that
Oh, man.
Universal have lent on the fact that everyone's like about the Velocicoaster getting built and the new churro stand,
Yeah.
and then the Voodoo Donut have named their newest donut the churro stand. I think it's awesome.
That's hilarious.
I mean, the fact that they also brought out a churro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park is
Yes,
just
they
great.
did.
Yeah. I'm really excited about this. And Katie and I have been, hello, Katie. We have been discussing this, and she's sad she missed it by a short window. Yeah, but sounds good.
Yeah. And beginning on June 14th for pass holders, and then on general sale on June 15th through August 15th, there will be the summer donut. It's the watermelon slice.
Yeah.
So it's not a yeast filled, but it's yeast donut with whipped watermelon filling, vanilla icing, and topped with sprinkles.
That's one of those that you read that and you think it could be very nice or it could be very, very weird.
Hang on, because BTS fans will go mad for it because watermelon is kind of a thing. So if any of you out there, and I know there's a few of us, BTS fans, if you go and have this, I need tagging in social media photos of you eating this. Because,
There you go.
you know, hey, we stick together as army. You'll see that it'll sell out because of us lot.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or because of this podcast, who knows?
I swear to
yeah,
God.
more of that, yeah, obviously, Chris.
We went up to see our oldest at the weekend, and BTS fans, I just randomly walk into HMV, and there she is talking to these two girls, and I'm like, oh, Army, and I'm like, oh my God, you can't take her anywhere.
You forgot about the
That's
first
like
one?
it's like you at Universal.
Yeah, but true. You kind of expect it in a Korean restaurant, though.
Yeah, at a Korean restaurant. Server's now my new friend. Yeah.
Anyway.
We find each other, we're magnetic.
It's bizarre, though, Lee, that you literally come from across the ocean to Universal, and you know more people than I do. Like it's surreal. So, you know, Tracy, you enjoy your friends, your Korean friends.
I do.
Michelle didn't believe how many people we knew at Universal, and after spending a day and a half with us last October, was like, you really do know some people, don't you?
We know more people
I
than
know.
we
I mean,
do
I could
here.
barely walk with the guy because he got stopped every 2 seconds. I had to peace out and go ride rides by myself.
Yep. I don't know.
It's different now because you're one of the team, so they'll be wanting to meet you as well.
Yeah. You can't just slope off. That's it.
Chris is going to think I'm famous.
You are.
Yeah. Over in Ireland, you can find a new signature beverage, the Jurassic World Island Nubla IPA. That's actually quite difficult to say, especially if you've had one. It's available from Natural Selections for definite, but we're hearing it may also be available at Chez Alcatraz, Thunder Falls Terrace, and the Watering Hole too. Our park photographer Nicole described it as delicious. It's got a fruity and smooth finish. The hops are very subtle, and to me, it tastes like mango and guava.
Ooh.
That put Tracy off.
Really?
I don't like mango or guava. I don't like.
That's like South Florida staple flavors.
I don't like what I call perfumey fruits, if that makes sense.
Okay.
That distinct taste. Passion fruit's the same, but I love an IPA, especially one with.
It's an IPA. I won't try it. It'll taste the
IPAs are
same to me.
lovely. No, I'll still try it. It's got to be done.
I don't even want the beer. I just want the Isla Nubar.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
That needs to happen down here.
It might do when eventually we get the whole Jurassic World thing. But I want, if they ever get rid of this IPA, I just want the tap.
I want the tap. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, the tap is great.
Do you know what? They need to sell them.
Oh, people would buy them without a doubt. It's awesome.
Could you imagine that as a light pull handle?
Oh, or a toilet.
Toilet
Flush.
brush. Oh, toilet brush. Oh, yeah.
Or a toilet brush.
This is a big moneymaker idea because they could also sell the ones in the Wizarding World. Those are pretty cool too.
Yeah. Andrew, when we know you listen, come on, make it happen.
Yeah.
And finally, this is a weird one actually. There's a new Raptor available to meet and greet at the Raptor Encounter. Universal just announced that they have added a new Raptor to the team, and you can now meet Bravo.
Who's Bravo?
Exactly, because obviously the B is blue, so it's Alpha, which is Owen, then Blue, Charlie, and Delta, and Echo. So where's Bravo come from?
I don't know. That makes no sense.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Like not
Maybe
to
it's
go.
just blue with like a little mustache on it as an alter ego.
It just seems weird why they wouldn't go down the route of one of the others, a Charlie, Delta, or Echo. Why they've gone with one that isn't part of the franchise.
Maybe there's a new movie coming out.
Well, there is a new movie coming out. We know that. I don't actually
Maybe
know when it's out.
in that movie.
Okay.
Or maybe.
And they're just ahead of the game.
That could be.
Or maybe because they make up their own and
Synergy.
have a little more artistic license with it.
It's got more teeth.
Oh.
So there you go.
We'll find out soon enough.
There's quite a lot of little things.
Yeah. And you know, an extra raptor, what's not to like?
No, it's cool.
More dinos, yes please.
More teeth.
More teeth. Okay, we have a COVID update. Since our last news show, Universal have updated their COVID policy. So if you didn't know, here is how things are going to be changed on your next visit. Temperature checks will no longer be done at the hub or at hotels prior to entry.
Woohoo!
Face coverings are not mandatory while outdoors, but are still required in all indoor locations, including shops and restaurants. They are also required at all attractions, from the moment the queue begins until the exit of the experience, which could be debatable depending on what is queue and what's facade, but okay.
I'm excited about this because it was hellacious walking around in those parks out in the sun
That was a big
in
word.
the summertime.
Hellacious.
100%. I think this is
Yeah.
it's going to make a big difference for people out there. Like, I know, like Alexa and I both talked and we're like avoiding trying to go into the park during the summertime, just because last time when we went, it's unbearably hot to breathe in there.
Oh
So
my
you have to like
God.
stop constantly just to kind of take a breath.
Yes.
It was bad. So yeah, this will be good. And at least they're still keeping it on indoor locations,
Yeah.
and, which are air conditioned.
Yeah, and you know what? I think this will make people follow the rules more actually in the queues as well, because in the summer, and I will admit, it was so hot out in the sun walking around that by the time you actually got in a queue and in the air conditioning, you like had to take your mask down for like seconds at a time just to catch your breath and cool off. So now when you can walk around like normal and get in the queue, it's not going to feel quite so bad to pop on the mask while you're in the queue. If that makes sense.
Yeah. But of course, if you want to leave your mask on all the time, you do what makes you comfortable.
And that's the thing from what I've heard, like sort of looking around social media and stuff since Disney and Universal both made this announcement. There's still a lot of people still wearing their masks out around the park all the time. So it's an entirely personal thing. I think people will be wearing masks for a long time because you'll have those that are comfortable with it and just go, I'm fine. And those that are like, I'm still not overly keen on it, so I'm still going to.
Yep.
And the option's there, isn't it? So
Exactly.
Yep.
So
Happy.
yes.
And then also, guests must still provide their own face covering. And finally, social distancing between travel parties remains at 3 feet or 1 meter.
See, that's weird because I got this off their website that it remains at 3 feet. Yeah, I saw a week ago them moving those social distancing markers in the parks.
You said they're moving them or removing them?
They were moving them.
Moving them. Okay.
2.
3 feet.
And how long ago was that you saw it?
Like when was Christina there? Last weekend. So it was around a week and a half ago. So the fact that it says remains at 3 feet would say that
Are these different updates maybe then? Didn't they update the 3 feet thing recently? And then maybe this is like another update that came out?
I don't know.
That would make sense.
From what I can gather, it makes no odds anyway because most people don't give a when it comes to social distancing in the parks anyway.
So the best rule of thumb then for this 3 foot distancing, a good measuring stick is if you can flick your arm out and extend it in a straight line and punch somebody in the face,
there's a good idea,
then they're too close.
So randomly, so basically you can stand randomly in line, face sideways and just whack your arms up. And if you hit someone, they can't complain.
That's what I've
because
just said.
you shouldn't be in my space. Oh, I like that.
What I've just said.
I think that discriminates against T-Rexes, but
How many T-Rexes are in line?
Look, I might decide I'm a
I
T-Rex
want
that
to have a
day.
ride. That's about it.
It seems to be the world's getting back to normal. I mean, at this point, I've
Ish.
had my second vaccination. Tracy's not a million miles away from getting
A few
hers.
weeks out.
Things over here are pretty much getting back to normal.
I'll be honest, after just having my first vaccination, I feel a lot more confident. I know that being fully vaccinated doesn't stop you getting it, but it's like having the flu jab. It just reduces the effects. But I feel better about things. I'm still going to take all the precautions.
You've been out way more over the last couple of weeks since you had your first one than
Yes,
you
freedom.
had. Tell me about it. I had the house to myself for the first time in like God knows how long today. It was amazing.
Just popping back to the temperature checks. To me, that's a non-story anyway, because I never saw the point in it. Because you could start showing symptoms 10 minutes after having your temperature checked.
Michelle, you said that 2 weeks ago when we talked about this, didn't you? It's pointless.
You know, So, or what if you're a lady of a certain age, like I am, 21, and you suddenly have a central heating malfunction?
Well, the other thing too is if you know you have a low grade fever, just pop some Advils and walk right in.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways to avoid it, but it was. I think it was just.
I think it's.
It was just a way of governments showing that they were being proactive.
I think it's also a public confidence thing as well. They're showing that they're doing something.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it.
You got to remember too. I mean, it was a lot of these things were put in place to try to get businesses up and running, and there was not a lot that can be done, right? So it's like, well, this is a high level preliminary type thing. However many people it did catch, I'd be curious to know, but I know, like in other spaces.
I've said it from the beginning. Like that was just the stupidest requirement ever.
But like you say, it's the least, it's something they can do, because if they started requiring PCR tests or something for everybody to do anything, it just wouldn't happen.
Can you imagine the amount of plastic that would create?
Yeah, it's just a way of going, look, this is it. It's not going to catch everyone with it, but it's potentially going to catch some people.
The thing is, though, this hasn't happened before, and this is, the world's governments are giving the best advice that they can. Yeah. But that changes daily as the information changes daily. Everybody's just doing the best.
Yeah.
You know.
So, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Now, at the point that we're at, I mean, I think it's, it's okay to get rid of it just because, at least over here in the States, there's the vaccine pretty readily available to anybody who wants to get it.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to get it, that's a whole different conversation. Mm-hmm. But it's available. So, go get it. That temperature check thing doesn't do much, but I think for a certain time period, it was, a good idea. I look at examples of not just Universal, but any business, over at my parents' office where my mom works at, it's a dentist office, and they were doing temp checks, and you'd be surprised how many people came in with not low grade fevers, but high grade fevers.
Really?
Okay.
So, there were many people turned away.
Wow.
Because they didn't want to miss their appointment, aka I really want to go on my vacation. So, I think for a time period, it was a good idea. Yeah, I don't really see much use to it now at this point.
No.
And again, you could have even gotten around it back then. Like I said, you pop 2 Advils and you get around it. But
I think the big argument is that Universal they're going by what the CDC is telling them, and to be fair, Universal's been open nearly a year at this point. We have heard nothing as far as anyone contracting COVID while they've been there, and if someone had, you would have, damn well you would have heard about it. So I trust their decisions completely, because there's no reason why we shouldn't.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome going to the park and not having to wear one outside. Not gonna lie.
But like I said to you 2 weeks ago, for like Tracy, I said that it's going to be different for us because nothing's going to have changed. We haven't had that midpoint of having to go with masks on. Hopefully, when we go back, it'll just be the same as it was when we left last time. Whereas for them, they've obviously had that weird COVID thing in the middle, and then it's like, oh my god, this is so much nicer going back to normal. Whereas for us, it's just normal.
True. It's good for you guys because you are not used to this heat down here.
No.
And it would have killed you.
I'm sure.
With a mask on.
Yeah.
Kills me without a mask on.
That is very true.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm not built for the heat. Right. Now I've put the COVID world to rights.
Hopefully that will be the last time we discuss COVID as far as the parks go, I hope.
Done it now. Jinxed it.
Oh, I'm sure we're going to have to discuss it when they announce some HHN stuff.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or when they get rid of everything. Who knows?
Okay, let's have some Producers Club birthdays.
There's a few.
And I must admit, I've overheard these being read out over the last few weeks and I've not been here. It doesn't feel right.
Okay.
You did a good job, but it just didn't feel right. Okay, so we are going to start on the 26th of May, which is tomorrow when this goes out. And it's Paul Miranda's birthday. Happy birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And on the 28th of May, it is Richard Ives' birthday. Happy birthday, Richard.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And the following day, it's Jack Teal's birthday on the 29th. Happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Who's Jack? Happy birthday, Jack.
Just Jack.
Just Jack.
You don't know Jack.
No, you don't get that then.
Obviously not.
What a grace.
This person, yes, I'm surprised he's on this list.
Look, in fairness, he already messaged me and went, make sure my birthday's on the 1st of June, don't forget.
Like
Sent him the show notes and I went, say I haven't forgotten, it's there.
Well, on the 2nd of June.
This is why you need to be here, Tracy.
You know, Jeff used to love me. He doesn't anymore. The 1st of June, it's Jeff Roy's birthday. Happy birthday,
buddy.
Jeff.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And on the 2nd of June, it's Christina Freundel's birthday. Freundel's birthday. I knew it wasn't right to say it. Happy birthday, Christina.
Happy birthday, Christina.
Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Yeah. And the 3rd of June, it is Claire Mallett's birthday. Happy birthday, Claire.
Happy birthday there, Claire.
Happy birthday, Claire.
Let me know how many
Happy
slaps.
birthday, Claire.
Let me know how many slaps you'd like me to give him.
Oh, it didn't matter even if I did that. She'd probably still say 12.
Yeah, fair. I'll give him 12 just in case. And then it is Lee Stone's birthday on the 6th of June. Happy birthday, Lee.
Happy birthday. It's not my birthday.
Happy
Oh, no,
birthday.
that Lee.
Happy birthday, Lee.
Thank you.
Not you,
You're
the
welcome.
other Lee.
And finally, on the 7th of June, it is Andrew Moldavani's birthday. Happy birthday, Andrew.
Happy birthday, Andrew.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody. I hope you have wonderful days and celebrate lots. Yes.
And
Tracy
some
the cake.
Yes, exactly. I know she didn't mention it, Chris. What the hell is that all about?
I've had a big tea.
I even asked for cake, Tracy. Come on.
I know, but I've had a big tea and I'm not hungry.
Get a big lunch, you mean?
I had a big lunch. Yeah. It's nice. So if you would like to have your birthday read in that absolutely amazing, unimitable style, because, you know, I'm awesome, you should come along and you should join the Producers Club. It's, how much is it?
I'm not telling anybody that.
Okay.
You have to. It's like a secret thing.
It's a
you have
secret
to
thing. So
email us
you need
first.
to know the secret
Society.
knock and bring the sacrificial goat. So yeah, if you want to join the Producers Club, well, if you want some information first of all, email us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. And
That's 2 P's.
Yes, 2 P's.
2 P's. Yes. Always good to have 2 P's.
There's merch and giveaways
Beep, beep.
and chance to be
Beep,
on the show and awesome Facebook group with. So at the moment you'll miss out if you join it soon, but the greatest Universal attraction in the world, which I think we're down to the last 16 at this point.
Yeah.
It's very
I'm trying to catch
it's
up with that.
exciting actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
If you're familiar
It's
with
a lot of
cults, it's very similar.
fun. We're not a cult.
But it's not one of those.
No, it's
Hashtag
not.
a cult. We need to
And
get
if you're
that
lucky,
trending.
Lee will forget your birthday. So
Yay!
I have not forgotten any birthdays this
Oh,
year so
come
far.
on, come on,
And we're nearly
whoever's
at the
forgotten.
end, so I haven't.
Mm.
Nope.
They're waiting until that last day and then they're all going to jump in and say, by the way.
Oh, it's tough, isn't it?
$1.
I'll give you $1 back.
Yeah. So yeah, email us. Come and join us. One of us.
Join us.
of us.
On that note, I think we better go and calm down and take an ad break. See you in a bit.
Have you taken a stroll down Diagon Alley and visited Gringotts Bank? Taken a ride through New York with Jimmy Fallon? Visited the Truffler Trees in Zeus Landing or hung out with a real-life Transformer? No? Then what are you waiting for? At Universal Orlando Resort, there truly is an option for everyone. Or if you're leaning a little more towards pixie dust rather than ones and portions, Disney destinations around the globe await your arrival. No matter the adventure, our sponsors have you covered. Be sure to let the experts at Mouse & Muggle Travel Company take care of all your travel needs. Earning the distinction of being an earmarked agency specializing in Disney destinations, as well as becoming one of the first to be named a U Preferred agency with Universal Parks and Resorts Vacations. Mouse & Muggle Travel Company will ensure you receive top-rate customized service. Just visit mouseandmuggle.com to fill out a non-obligation quote request or send your request to info@mouseandmuggle.com. Their team can take care of you no matter where in the world you go. With a flick of their wand and a little bit of pixie dust, the process will be so seamless, some might even say it's simply magical.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a good listen to our advert and you have had a little wee. And now you have a nice drink to enjoy the rest of the show.
No wheeze during the ad break. They have to listen to the ad break.
That's why I told to listen and then go for a wee and then get a drink. They have to listen first, though. They have to
Or
earn
they
that.
can listen while they're weeing, I guess. But
Well, they could.
What the
there's
hell?
there's no fast forwarding during the
No.
ad break.
Definitely not. Not allowed. We do not allow it. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Jesus.
I was going to go piggyback on that. I just left it alone.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
It kind of spiraled that, I must admit. It got out of hand. So we have a Rate My Crepe from Jeremy.
What's up, UUOP? This is Jeremy from Augusta. I'm doing the Rate My Crepe, and I stopped and got the cookies and cream crepe, and we are trying it right now. It is amazing. It is just the right amount of sweet, that it's not too sweet, if that makes sense. It's got whipped cream, Oreo, crumbles. Oh, it's so good. Absolutely delicious. It was cooked perfectly. It's so nice, flaky, soft. Doesn't make too big of a mess. But you might need a napkin because you might get whipped cream all over your face. But the cookies and cream crepe, highly recommend it. Love the show, guys. Look forward to many more episodes. Take care.
Yeah, Jeremy rated that a 5 out of 5, by the way.
Because yes, people, we still haven't grasped how this segment works, have we?
That first word.
It's Gillian's fault.
Rate.
It's Gillian's fault. I blame her.
Which
Everyone
word was that?
heard.
Rate.
Yes.
Everyone
rate.
heard Gillian do it the way she did it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's how you do it, is it? It's like, no, do not follow what Gillian does. She doesn't know what she's doing.
And
it's fine.
And it is nice to hear people enjoying it as well. Like
Yes,
we
it
heard
is.
Jeremy.
In the parks as well. I
Yes.
love hearing that.
Yes, but
Stuff your face and talk to us.
Yes.
I have to know, Jeremy said he's from Augusta. Does that mean Augusta, Georgia? Or Augusta, Maine?
Oh.
Sounded like he was from Georgia. And if you're from Augusta, Georgia, we got words because you're my neighbor. And I don't know that you're going to the parks, and that's just blasphemy. So,
Someone's in trouble.
someone is in trouble, Jeremy from Augusta.
it's not mum and dad fighting.
Oh, it's Michelle and one of our listeners.
Yes.
Actually,
I live
it's
in
not, it's just
Aiken,
Michelle.
South Carolina, which is literally like right across the river from Augusta, Georgia.
So a quick swim and you can see him.
Yes. So I must know who this Jeremy is.
I won't tell you his surname then, Jeremy. I will hold your anonymity for you.
He knows where to find me, Michelle at mouseandmuggle.com.
He doesn't. He won't come anywhere near you now. I don't blame him either.
Okay. Thank you for that, Jeremy. We enjoyed it. It does sound like a nice one, that.
I just want to try them all. I'm not
I know.
bothered.
I know. So if you are going to go and enjoy some crepes and would like to rate them for us, record us a message rating any and all of the crepes you've tried from Central Park Crepes out of 5. 1 being bleh, and 5 being yes, this is quite nice.
That's not what that says, but okay.
With your pinky out. Joy nice. Oh, hell yeah.
You have to do it with your mouth full and go, oh, hell yeah.
And, yeah. So
What was going on there?
he got his red button and send them off to us. Send them off to us at podcast@UUOPodcast.com. Yeah, well, you didn't do it. Don't pull me up when you can't type. There you go.
So basically, if you've gone and you've tried any crepe, rate it out of 5. So go,
Are they allowed
yes,
seasonal ones?
we
There
really
you go, that's not any
enjoyed that
crepe.
one. I'm going to give that a 4. It's that simple, people.
Yeah.
Please.
But send them.
Please. We've got one more at the moment.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Awesome. So staying with food, we have the Summer Food Festival to discuss. So we will talk about the first booth then. I cannot pronounce anything usually. Elotes asados?
Pretty good.
Is that all right? What is it properly? What properly?
It's elotes asados.
There you go.
Same thing. Yeah.
I just white pronounced it. So that is grilled corn on the cob, which is available in a choice of traditional, which is plant-based jalapeno mayo, ancho chili powder, cotija cheese, and cilantro. Oh, the devil's herb.
Your favorite.
Yummy.
Vile. That is 5.
Cotija cheese
next-
is so good.
Never heard of it.
I don't know what that is.
It almost tastes like a mix between Parmesan and feta.
Oh,
Okay.
so very dirty
It's
feet.
delicious.
Kind of like a
Cheese.
Mexican Parmesan, yeah.
So earthy, smelly feet. Nice.
Oh, so good though.
Yeah. That sounds good. Okay, I need to try that without the devil's herb. That's
You have to try this next one.
So that was $5.79, or the cilantro butter, cilantro. Oh no, with tajin.
Tagine.
Tahini.
Tahine. I don't know.
Oh yeah, see.
Fuck
Ah.
off.
And that is
That sounds
$5.
good.
That is $5.29. They'll pay you because it's cilantro. Sorry,
I think
really
I need to try both of those.
It's just corn.
No, I like corn.
It's just corn.
I don't.
I wonder if they would put like
corn
traditional on
Dressed
half
in butter.
Yeah.
and then the
I
cilantro
don't
butter
mind
on the
corn,
other
but
half.
If I'm going to a theme park, I'm not eating corn on the cob.
I like butter,
So just get a side of the cilantro butter.
but they'd have to take all the cilantro out.
I think it's emulsified in there. Even
So-
better.
I will just take my own
All right,
butter.
next up, we have esquites asado, and that is a traditional Mexican roasted corn dish served off the cob with a plant-based jalapeno mayo, ancho chili powder, cotija cheese, and cilantro.
So basically, it's the same as
That
the
is-
first one, but not on the cob,
Easier to eat.
and it's 20 cents more.
because
Yeah,
they've had
they charge you a surcharge for that.
Yeah,
It's
for-
$5.99 for this one.
that's a
It's hard
cutting
to take
charge.
corn off the cob,
It is.
man.
Not with your teeth, it's not.
Yeah.
They also have a $1 upcharge if you want them to feed it to you as well. So that's
Yeah.
$6.99.
I mean,
Ah.
I'd pay.
Yeah,
I'd
pay
pay
that.
for that. Yeah. Do I get to choose who it is?
No,
Okay.
it's the tramp that sits outside the gates.
There is no. What? No, I nearly said something.
How'd you know I was sitting out there?
Because I was one that kicked you last time.
Okay, moving on. Next, we have arepas, which are cornmeal cake filled with mayo ketchup, cilantro, and your choice of either carnitas with avocado and carnitas
What is
for
carnitas?
$9.29.
What is that? What is carnitas?
Well, it's not what you've just
Pork.
said.
Pork,
Little
Okay.
pieces of pork.
shredded, juicy pork.
Yeah.
So delicious.
Spoilt with avocado.
Yeah, very good. Or you can get beef picadillo, which is just a savory beef.
Mhm.
Beef again for $9.29. Or you can get just queso, which is, as we know, shredded cheese for $8.29.
Yeah.
Yum.
I'd try all of them.
Let me
They're
tell
so
you,
good.
the carnitas one was like top 3 during the Mardi Gras thing for us.
Really?
Okay.
Even with as many of like arepas that we have down here, like you can throw a rock and find some. What they did over there with the guacamole, all that stuff, it was so good.
Interesting.
Highly recommend.
The line, I didn't get to try those because the line was like 2 hours long. It was crazy
Wow.
for that booth. I was like,
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah. It's funny, like in the beginning, like later on into the event, it got worse and worse, that line, which tells you how popular it was.
You see, even staying
Yeah.
at Portofino, being one of the 1%ers, it doesn't get your express pass to the front of the booth, does it?
It sure did not. Although I was staying at Endless Summer that time.
Oh, well,
to be fair.
balls.
Ooh, so sorry for you. Did you have air conditioning there or what?
I barely, okay?
Oh,
I was roughing it.
Oh, my God.
Right. I have a complaint. Why could you not have given Chris this one and me Chris's? It would have made more sense.
No, I wouldn't.
this is great though. I like this.
This is why I did it.
I am not even going to attempt that. Because I know what
So,
I want to
tell
say.
you what it is. I
Lee
can
can-
tell you what it is, but I did not have any clue because it's Brazilian.
Well, Lee can edit this out, but I've been sniggering because the only way I'm going to pronounce
No, I know
that is-
exactly what you're going to say. Oh, no, I would have said...
Please say that. Just say it and bleep it.
So what is it, Chris?
I would say cochina.
Wow, there you go. Coxinha. Yeah, but say
So if you'd like flash fried potato balls with savory chicken.
do you want some with some balls?
Some balls flashed.
Michelle's muted at this point. The only thing I can think is that she's sniggering that hard that she can't speak.
So I was saying it needs to be pronounced. If you like your balls flash fried, get some.
I really hope this part stays in.
I don't even think I can take this out at this point. Sorry, everyone.
A lot of bleeping.
Yeah.
We're like 5-year-olds.
Oh, all the time. Hey, I've got a week's worth of this to catch up on.
2 weeks, actually.
So
4? You haven't done 4 weeks you've missed, haven't you?
I don't know, it was 4 or 6. So how did we decide it was actually pronounced?
Cochina.
Cochina?
Kushina.
I don't know.
So yeah.
God, I'm gonna order this and mess it up next time.
Yeah.
I actually ate this.
It sounds really
good.
Mardi Gras. I had the
Can you
coxswain,
please
yeah.
stop? I want to say something, but I'm not going to.
So it's his flash fried potato balls with savoury chicken for $5.49. Now back as you were. You can carry on.
We are the only people that can go through a restaurant, a summer food festival menu at Universal and spend most of it not actually talking about the food.
It makes it more fun.
Also
Right.
a delicious item on this menu.
It sounds
Really
really good.
Really liked it. It is.
Taking out what it's actually called and looking at the ingredients.
The new segment coming up. Rate your.
Jesus. Can we move on, someone, please? Chris?
Yeah, of course. Next up, we got pineapple or watermelon fruit cup. Oh, this is a big one. Served with tahini for the low price of $4.69.
That seems expensive.
Which you can actually get in Jurassic Park like all year long.
What is tahini?
Yeah, it's kind of an odd choice.
I don't know.
Tahini,
Tahini is
it's
just
just
like
a little seasoning.
It's like little spice.
Oh, okay.
It
Interesting.
almost has a little bit of sweet to it, doesn't it, too? Like,
Okay. Well, I've had.
I don't eat it that much. I know they put it like on the rim for margaritas sometimes, and that's the only reason why I know it.
Audrey eats it all the time.
It's good.
I have had pineapple with chili, and that was amazing. So yeah, I would go
Very
with
similar.
that. Yeah.
Again, if
Interesting.
I'm going
I'll
to
try
this,
that.
I would not be eating fruit.
And that's why
It's
you come
quite
back
nice
10
to eat a
tons
little bit
heavier.
of fruit on a hot day at
Yes.
Universal.
Yeah, no, it really
just-
doesn't.
I wish
Refreshing.
It's a churro.
I
No,
wish
it-
I
that-
could
that
eat
it is.
watermelon, but it absolutely cripples me.
Churro. I'd rather have a churro.
I like watermelon every now and again. No, pineapple. Oh, sees my brain.
I love pineapple, but if I have that, like I'm done.
Uh-huh.
It's acid reflux city right
Oh,
after that.
really?
That's me with watermelon.
Pineapple
Love the stuff.
kills me.
Oh.
Pineapple just strips
Yeah.
all the membranes out my mouth, and watermelon gives me heartburn.
We're really selling this
Well, you
food
gotta
festival,
shave the
by the
outside
way.
of the pineapple, by the way. Tracy, just so you know.
Yeah. Maybe I should stick with
I
the
could
churro.
I could say so much,
Can
but
we
I'm
please
gonna
carry on now, please?
not. Beverages. Let's move on to beverages. Okay. We have the mango natto, which is a traditional beverage blended with mango, lime, chamoy. Is that how you say that? And tahini for $7. Or you can add a tequila floater for $12.50.
They're leaning on the tahini, aren't they? A lot.
They got a bulk load.
I think they must have done.
Yeah. Shop at Costco.
Yeah.
You can say the second bit, surely.
Yes.
These are expensive.
Well, it's the cocktails, aren't they? We have the Chispas Fuego. That's
Sounds good to me.
best I can do.
I don't know.
Which is
Fuego.
a creamy mango lime colada spiked with tequila and spiced tahini,
See,
which is
tahini.
$13.50.
Yeah.
I like this next one.
Next, we have Agua Frescas, which is traditional non-alcoholic summer refreshers. There is the lime falernum for $6 and a tamarind for $6. Tamarind.
The tamarind.
What is tamarind?
Tamarind.
That's so yummy.
Sounds like a monkey.
It's
What
yummy.
is
It almost tastes like orange juice, like a really, really
Yeah,
sweet
it's-
orange
Yeah.
Okay.
to me. At least the ones I've had have tasted like that. Next up, we have the Dogfish Head Sequent. That sounds nasty. It's
Yeah,
a
it
sour
does.
ale for $9.
Yeah, they haven't sold that one.
Why?
God.
It just
Dogfish head
Oh, I
sequence.
could just go
That does
dogfish
not
head
sound appetizing.
sequence.
Dogfish head sequence.
I think there's a sequence to it. You drink it, then it comes back up.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be selling this food festival. So far, we've ripped it to bits, made childish
not
jokes
ripping it, we're
about
just
it, and
having
gone, that
fun."
sounds disgusting.
I like the sound of this one because it's fun to say. A Schofferhofer.
Send this out to somebody. If you're looking for a trip, check this out. Yeah, this is gross.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
No.
Don't eat pineapple. It strips the inside of my mouth and gives me heartburn.
I want
Yeah.
this next one. A Schofferhofer.
You said that already.
I know, but you talked over me. But it sounds good. A grapefruit Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
For $9. I would try that.
Yeah.
I am all over anything grapefruit. I don't know what a Schofferhofer is,
No, me either. A German something or other.
but I'm drinking it because it's grapefruit. I can drink grapefruit.
Come on, we've got another 2 booths to get to.
Well, we haven't finished this one, so shut your face.
Next up is everyone's favorite, the Mango White Claw for $9.
I don't know what White Claw is. I hear everyone talking about it, but I don't
I just
actually
think White
know what
Lightning.
it is.
It's a hard seltzer.
It.
Like that's the craze right now is seltzer.
Yeah.
Everybody's drinking seltzer.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Next booth, Summer Bites, we have the pressed Cuban sandwich, which is roast pork, serrano ham, Swiss cheese, mustard, and pickles on Cuban bread for
Yes.
$14.99.
Yes, please.
Yes, hell yeah.
While you're all eating your bloody fruit cups with tahini on, I'll be here.
I'll be having this to start. We also have beef empanadas, which are picadillo bilf. What's bilf?
Oy.
I know what a bilf is.
I know what
Okay,
I know
we
what a
go
milf.
there, yep.
Know what a milf and a dilf is. Wow.
I thought with the way Michelle started this next booth, we were going to actually get on track, but no.
There's a new hashtag, people. Picadillo bilf.
Bill.
Wow.
Uh,
Picadillo? That is it?
Yes, you've said it
Picadillo.
3
Picadillo
times.
beef filled pastries, cucumber and tomato salad.
Yeah, I'd have that.
$9.99. You keep the salad.
No, I'd eat it.
Nummy.
Yeah.
I
Sounds
love
good.
me an empanada.
I've never had them, but they sound nice.
Pasties.
Yeah, I know what they are.
So good.
They are good.
Yeah.
Pasties, as the Americans call them.
Pasties?
That's what most people, when the Wizarding World opened, referred to them as pasties. And we were like, no, pasties are something entirely different.
Yeah.
And if you go into the Wizarding World and ask for a pasty, you might get chucked out.
If you go into the Wizarding World and see any pasties, somebody needs chucking out.
Oh, I mean, you can stay there. I'm not bothered.
All right. We got some beverages.
Yes.
So we got the Cigar City High Life,
Nice.
and that's an IPA for $8.50.
Yes.
Very good. And we have, although we talked about this one, the Dogfish Head Sequence, the Corona Extra, the Mango White Claw, and for you non-alcoholics, we have bottled soda and bottled water.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the final booth, finally. Summer Bites Melts. Your choice of flavors melted together on a French loaf. You can have the 3-cheese classic is provolone, cheddar, and pepper jack.
All right. We also have and this is the one I want, the Smoky Brisket, which is smoked barbecue brisket. And that is $11.99.
Yes.
Whoa.
And we also have the vegan, which is vegan cheese, arugula.
Arugula.
That was bingo for you. Tomato and pesto for $10.99.
I'm all about all this.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we have mac and cheese with your choice of white cheddar, which is white cheddar cheese sauce, Romano bread crumbs for $9.99.
And we have carnitas, which is barbecue carnitas, white cheddar cheese sauce, Romano breadcrumbs, and that is also $11.99. Or no,
See,
that is $11.99. I can't talk or read today.
Mac and cheese, I don't get it. As
If it's
someone
done
who's
well,
not
it's-
American, I don't get it.
If
It's a
done
fad.
well, it's
not-
done well.
It's like,
It's not a fad. I mean,
It's-
Southerners
feel like-
really love it.
So to put it into perspective, it's the American equivalent of baked beans over here. Like
Yeah.
you have them as a side with everything, and that's what we use baked beans for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like mac and cheese. I just hate when it gets to like gross levels of things. Like, oh, here's a pizza in mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And here's
Yeah.
your burger with mac and cheese. And here is mac and cheese with mac and cheese. And it just kind of gets gross at a certain point.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy and I love our mac and cheese down here in the South.
Well, if you fancy a bit on the side as well, how about some mac and cheese?
I mean, Jesus. The only thing missing off this sides thing is applesauce.
This is mac and cheese with your mac and cheese.
This is white cheddar mac and cheese. That's $5.99.
Love it. Oh my God.
Or you can have cream of tomato soup, the healthier option for $5.99
with mac and cheese.
This right here is the winner.
What, the
tomato bisque with some grilled cheese. Sign me up.
All right, so Chris is getting the 3-cheese classic with the tomato soup.
Tomato soup.
There you go,
as
tomato.
we say over here.
Tomato.
Tomato.
That's
how we say it up north.
That's how I would say it. Tomato soup.
Tomato soup.
All right, so let's wash everything down with some beverages. So starting off, we have mac and cheese. We got Cigar City High Life. We got Corona Extra, Bud Light, Mango White Claw, bottled water, and bottled soda.
It's weird, isn't it? Because that first booth seems to have like a load of different things, and then each one subsequently goes down and downwards, like a couple of items, and then the same stuff you can find on that other one.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange.
Yeah. Wow.
Because from what I can gather, it was originally supposed to be, I know I've put it down as the Summer Food Festival, and that's what it was supposed to be, and they've kind of backed off that a little bit now, and it's just these weird little phone booths, I was going to say. These weird little
weird phone booths.
These weird little food booths with just, from what I can gather, a lot of things left over from Mardi Gras.
Like mac and cheese.
And tahini.
Tahini, I was just going to say tahini. Hey,
maybe they should put those.
On mac and cheese. There you go.
Actually, I bet that'd be nice.
I can't believe they didn't have that on their menu.
Yeah. Well. Okay. It's been a little chaotic, people.
Jesus Christ, you won't know the half of it. Like, I don't know what you guys are actually going to hear when this show comes out. But wow, it's been a journey.
Yeah.
Like, I have been recording this podcast with a bunch of 14-year-olds.
Wow, that
those are
old.
the best one.
Michelle's the worst. Awesome. She had to mute herself because she was sniggering that much. And actually dropped out of the call because of it. That's how bad it was.
Awesome. Yep. Yes.
I'm sure next week's show is going to be full of innuendo as well because,
Yeah.
It's just one of them days.
Hey, it has to be done though.
Yeah.
It's a throwback. So, okay. Let's wrap this one up because
please.
I think we have to.
Please.
Quickly.
Yeah. We're going to end with another listener submitted Universal is. And this one comes from Mitchell Rowlett. Rowlett? I apologise. Mitchell. Anyway. Now, all you have to do if you want to be involved is drop us an email to podcast@uuopodcast.com or send it via Facebook, Instagram or Twitter what you think Universal is in 3 words or less. And Mitchell says, Universal is better than Disney.
He's not wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Suck it.
Guess that wraps things up for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. You guys did all right. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Listen and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, or anywhere podcasts are found. You can find our blog at UUOpodcast.com. Send us your spews, which Lou gets your poo recordings, questions, or comments to podcast@UUOpodcast.com. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, and our awesome sponsors, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company. So, until next time, don't give up your day job. Say cheese. See you later.